Hello everybody, welcome back to this part of the world. So in this video we're going to be talking about three things: Nota, Makhadzi and Winnie Mashaba. First, Nota. So Nota has been released on 5,000 rand bail after spending a weekend in police custody. He had handed himself over to the police on Friday afternoon. Why would you hand yourself over to the police on Friday afternoon? Wrong day, guys. It's a wrong day because you're going to spend a weekend in police custody. Why not the Monday? Why not the Tuesday? But anyway, he's facing a charge of rape after Itumeleng Bukaba, who is an artist and also an actress. She accused him of rape. She opened the case at the Douglasdale police station. Nota is now going to return to the court on the 9th of November, where all the WhatsApp messages that have been trending all over social media will be examined. So we're just hoping for justice, and kudos to Nota for also handing himself over, and also kudos to Itumeleng Bukaba for opening a case if she felt violated. Kudos to her. It's good that people are coming out to speak out if they feel violated. We still want to follow this case to see where it ends, because there's always two sides to the story. Moving on, Makhadzi is complaining, guys. She's complaining that people are not buying her one-woman show tickets. They've been on sale for the past 2 months, and very few tickets have been sold because this concert was scheduled to take place on the 1st of October at Makhubwa Stadium. This is in Venda, but it was moved to 21 December at Pitamukaba Stadium, which is now a new date, a new venue. She's been complaining that people are not buying her tickets for 2 months. She's been advertising, but then Chris Brown comes here to South Africa and advertise for a day, and in 2 hours when tickets are going on sale, people have already grabbed all the tickets in 2 hours. But for her it takes 2 months or 3 months. So she says, must she advertise the show for 10 years in order for her to fill up Peter Mokaba Stadium? Must it take her 10 years for people to finally buy tickets? Because it took 2 hours for people to buy Chris Brown's tickets. But then when I look at the comparisons that she's trying to draw here, Makhadzi, as much as I actually understand what she's doing, because I mean she's taking advantage of the whole Chris Brown ticket and all that, so that she can promote her show, right? She's taking advantage of that. I mean, I understand what she's doing, but from someone who's just observing from a distance will say, Makhadzi, you can't compare yourself to Chris Brown. I mean, Chris Brown, target market or reach, it can go as far as anywhere in the world, and he's been making music for over 15 years now. So clearly his command or his fan base is scattered all over the world. And if Chris Brown is gonna come to Johannesburg for a concert, his fans who are scattered all over the world, including Africa, will definitely buy the tickets. So you will expect that people that bought the tickets for Chris Brown, for the Chris Brown show, are not necessarily South Africans only. You know, probably people bought tickets, but then they're coming from Africa, from all over the world for that matter. But they want to see Chris Brown because Chris Brown commands a huge fan base. He commands a huge spectrum of fans that you can't compare with yourself, Makhadzi. That is someone that is just observing from a distance. Someone who's just observing from a distance will say something like that. To say you cannot compare yourself to Chris Brown. He's been in the industry for over 15 years. He's been making music, so his fan base is already scattered all over the world. So if Chris Brown is going to come to South Africa for a concert, obviously those fans that are scattered all over the world, including Africa for that matter, are going to grab every little opportunity they will get to get their hands to those tickets. So obviously you can't compare yourself, because also Chris Brown's fan base is not Makhadzi's fan base. The people that bought Chris Brown's tickets wouldn't probably buy Makhadzi's tickets, or Makhadzi's fans probably wouldn't generally go to a Chris Brown concert. I think we need to differentiate those things. I'm not saying that people that follow Makhadzi are not going to go to Chris Brown. I'm just saying in general terms, people that are Makhadzi's target audience are not Chris Brown's target audience. These people are operating on different levels, different music genres, and different fields. I mean, it's a whole different ball game when you talk about Chris Brown. So, Makhadzi, come on, stop crying. But me, I personally understand what she's doing. She's trying to promote the event, and I hope that people can buy tickets because the event is happening on the 21 December. This is Makhadzi's one-woman show, which is taking place at the Peter Mokaba Stadium. So, hopefully people will buy tickets because the tickets are not that expensive. If you buy the ticket early, you buy it at $70, and I think that's sold out. It's called early bird. And then if you buy the golden circle one, you get it for 499, which is almost like 500 rand. And if you're gonna buy the general tickets, which are like the phase one tickets, these are going for 120 rand. So the general tickets are going for 120. So not that bad, not as steep as Chris Brown's one. But then for 700 rand for Chris Brown, you can find yourself at a standing, not at the golden circle for Chris Brown. So there's a huge difference there. The tickets are quite affordable, so hopefully people will support her. But let's move on, guys. Yeah, let's move on, guys, because there's an uproar on Twitter regarding Winnie Mashaba. She posted pictures and videos of her pulling up at Solumuholo's family in a jet, and people found that very insensitive, especially that we now know that the Solumuholo family and also his team tried to raise money so that he can get medical attention. They were looking at around 700,000 rand, and no one showed up. Yeah, people are saying that no one came forward for assistance, but now people are just flaunting their wealth after his death. They're accusing her of not reading the room. So yeah, so that's what's happening. We all know that Solumuholo died in hospital last week. He had been hospitalized after the pre-album launch in Botswana, and he fell ill and then was taken to hospital, was admitted, and it was voiced out that, hey, we need funding, we need money, we need help. This guy needs an operation and it will cost us almost this much, so please help us. And no one came forward, and now he's passed on, and now people are coming forth flaunting and showing us how rich they are, which is so unnecessary during this time. So that's what people are saying on the Facebook and also on the Twitter about this issue of Winnie Mashaba pulling up there looking nice in a jet. It doesn't make sense, right? And about this memorial service, it's happening tomorrow, 9 October, at the State Theatre in Pretoria. So if you want to get there on time. So the time there is going to be at 11. Memorial service is happening at 11 at State Theatre tomorrow, 9 October 2024. Yeah, so that's all I heard about Solumuholo. And now, because he's now passed on, people are now coming up with a lot of stories. We cannot confirm all these stories, especially that now the man is passed on. Yeah, people are saying that Bushiri convinced Solumuholo to ditch the ZCC for his church in Pretoria. And it's all that those kind of talks, those kind of talks happens when someone has passed on. And also there's now talk about the fact that the ZCC hasn't shown any indication that they knew this guy in terms of him being a member of the church. So that's also coming out. But yeah, it's just things that people are talking about. We cannot confirm any of these things. We can always say it's allegedly. But hey, it's those kind of talk. When people have passed on, people talk a lot. I've seen it with people that I knew that they have passed on, and people start talking after they've passed on, which is quite unfortunate, especially now that the family is dealing with the bereavement and everything. It's not the time for people to come up with these kind of stories. But anyway, that's all I had for you guys. See you again in the next upload.